next guest tonight hosts The Lead and State of the Union on CNN. Please welcome Jake Tapper.
I brought a gift.
Normally I don't ask what people are carrying out with them. What is...
It's a Dartmouth sweatshirt.
Oh, you have a souvenir for me.
It's a Dartmouth sweatshirt. The reason there is because your character...
From the Colbert Report.
From the Colbert Report was a Dartmouth alumnus.
Right, I went to Northwestern.
You went to Northwestern.
Dartmouth, yeah.
I actually did go to Dartmouth.
As far as we know.
You... Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news, Jake. You could be... You lie, you lie, you lie.
You ended up on the cover of the Alumni magazine before I did.
Yes.
Even though you have never set foot in Hanover, New Hampshire.
That's true.
But in any case, Dartmouth finally invited me to give the commencement address.
Oh, congratulations.
This coming June.
I'm very happy to have it. Just make it It's high quality. That's a high cotton.
Champion.
That is high cotton right there. Now, speaking of you and CNN and fake news, our president, President of the United States, Commander-in-Chief, has called your network fake news, fraud, the worst, so biased, failing, unwatchable, a disgrace to the broadcasting industry, disgusting, phony reporting, unprofessional, bad television, and CNN can go to hell. Now,
he certainly watches us a lot.
Yeah. Sure. So why are you so mean to him, Jake? If you guys just didn't fact check him anymore, he wouldn't be saying these things about you.
It's a good point.
Are you surprised? What's it like in the halls over there, knowing that you, like, the president actively doesn't like your network? How do people feel over there?
I don't think anybody cares. And I mean...
Okay, all right.
I'm not comparing the two because they're quite different, but I don't think President Obama was a particular fan of mine. I mean, the job is to not be liked. That's your job, to be liked.
Yeah, that's true.
My job is not to be liked. My job is to tell the truth and deliver the facts and hold people accountable.
Don't point at me. Can't hold me accountable.
Not you. I would never. I've known you for a long time. I would never hold you accountable.
But are you all surprised? We have. We actually have known each other for 13 years.
Yeah.
We met on the campaign trail in Iowa.
Some school or
something. It was a school or a barn or something like that. And I was trying to interview Howard Dean. Yeah. And he wouldn't. They'd only answer one question. And
you asked him, "What sound does a cow make?"
I said, "What does the cow say?" And he said, well, the cow knows the Bush administration is the taxes on the farmers. And he did this like 2-minute answer. And I said, I'm sorry, the answer is moo. But that's it. And I went there for 2 days. That's the only answer I got. And I turned around and I'm banging my head against the wall going, what am I going to do? I got nothing. I've been here for 2 days. I got nothing. What am I going to tell Jon Stewart? And from down the hallway, I hear this voice go, well, you got more than I did. And that's how we met. It was Jake Tapper.
We're both two young, hungry correspondents.
That's exactly.
Desperately trying to get on air.
Any airtime at all. But in fact, I was with you when at the correspondence dinner in 2005. Yeah. The year before I did it, when I found out I was going to do the Colbert Report.
He gets up from the White House correspondence dinner.
I'm his date.
He's my date. And he leaves, and he comes back like half an hour, 40 minutes later.
It was a long time.
And he said, I just signed a deal for my own show.
Right, and then I told you what the idea for the show was.
He was going to do it in the character of the Stephen Colbert character.
And you said...
You really think you can do that for half an hour?
Yeah. I remember.
I'm sorry. That's just how I'm wired. I apologize. But to be fair, now that America has gotten to know you, the real you and not the character, I just meant I preferred this one.
Oh, that's fair.
You see what I'm saying?
You're very kind. You're very kind. Now, you interviewed Kellyanne Conway just last night, okay? And she beseeched you. Beseeched. She used the word beseech. She beseeched you to start using a more respectful tone. And should coverage change of Donald Trump once he's the president? Should it change its tone?
I think that our coverage follows his lead. And I think that if he pivoted, as he claimed he would, and...
Be presidential.
Was more presidential.
More presidential than anybody's ever been presidential, he said.
He didn't send out nasty tweets about Nordstrom's or judges or go to the National Prayer Breakfast and talk about how bad Arnold Schwarzenegger's ratings are.
Pretty bad.
They're pretty bad?
Pretty bad, yeah.
But if he didn't do that sort of thing, then I would be delighted, frankly, to cover the policies more. I mean, not that we're not covering them. We are covering the cabinet nominees and the travel ban. But there's this whole other thing going on with his White House. And
it's a very leaky White House. Is it leakier?
Many leaks.
Is it leakier than
Please
you've covered a lot of White Houses?
Please don't go where I think you're going with it.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going nowhere near Moscow. I'm staying right here in New York. What is it that you've covered a lot of White Houses and a lot of administrations? Is this leakier than they normally are?
I think so.
Why do you think that is?
I think there are a few reasons. I think that there are people inside the government who are not Trump political appointees, but are just, you know, there are hundreds of thousands of people who work for the government. I think there are a lot of people who are alarmed or confused as to what's going on. And then I think there are all these different little turfs within the Trump White House, and they're all competing for his attention and his ideas, and they kind of trash talk each other to different reporters.
To position themselves as the power broker in the White House?
Yeah, I mean, there's just competing interests. That happens all the time, but usually it takes a few years, and usually they're not this blatant.
It doesn't take 2 weeks for the knives
or
to come out.
2 hours, right, yeah, I mean, it was pretty quick.
Well, you've got a new show coming up on CNN. It's a series. How many part?
8-part series,
8-part series.
The History of Comedy.
The History of Comedy. What is the history of comedy, Jake Tapper?
Well, there are different...
Do inform me.
I am merely an emissary. I'm merely an ambassador from CNN about this. I'm in one episode, but I'm not really...
You're in one episode?
I'm in one episode.
What do you do?
Talking about political comedy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Comedy.
And you didn't think about calling me or anything like that? Never didn't occur to you? You didn't say, hey, Steven's a friend of mine. Maybe he'll do this for me.
You are a chit that I only use at special moments because You've
never chitted
That's
me.
not true. For when the show started, when the lead with Jake Tapper started.
Oh, that's true.
You were one of my first interviews.
Wow.
And you shamed me from ever drinking Jack and Coke ever again because you made... We were doing this interview in a bar, and I had a Jack and Coke, which is what I had been drinking for 20 years, and then he made fun of me for it, and I've never had one since.
All right. I apologize. I apologize. Well, Jake, it's lovely to see you.
It's always great to see you.
Nice to see you.
Tell Ev I said hi.
I will. The History of Comedy premieres tomorrow on CNN. Jake Tapper, everybody. We'll be right back with the director of O.J. Made in America, Ezra Edelman. Stick around.